Hi everyone, this is Inspire Beautiful. Some people don't struggle with hard work, they struggle with stopping. Even during rest, their mind stays active, thinking, planning, anticipating, and trying to stay ahead of everything. And over time, exhaustion starts to feel normal. Not because they're weak, but because somewhere along the way, they learned that their value was connected to productivity. A lot of high performers carry invisible pressure. The pressure to stay useful, stay reliable, stay prepared, and stay exceptional. And often, that pressure is rewarded. People praise them for being disciplined, dependable, and driven. But what others don't always see is the emotional cost of constantly operating at that level. Because eventually, productivity stops feeling like a choice and starts feeling like survival. Many high performers also struggle to rest because rest feels emotionally unfamiliar. Stillness can bring up discomfort, not laziness, discomfort. Because when your nervous system becomes conditioned to constant motion, slowing down can initially feel unsafe. You may even notice thoughts like, I should be doing something, I'm wasting time, I can rest later, or I just need to finish one more thing. But one more thing rarely ends. There's always another task, another responsibility, and another expectation. And without realizing it, some people build an identity around being the one who never stops. The problem is that constant output eventually disconnects you from yourself. You become efficient, but emotionally depleted, capable, but exhausted. And sometimes, the most difficult part is this: your life may still appear successful from the outside, which makes it harder to recognize how overwhelmed you actually feel internally. Rest is also difficult for many high performers because they associate it with losing momentum. They fear falling behind, becoming less valuable, or disappointing people. So instead of resting, they push harder, even when their body is asking them to slow down. But exhaustion is not proof of worth, and burnout is not evidence of importance. Sustainable success requires recovery too. There's another layer to this that people don't talk about enough. Some individuals become so accustomed to functioning under pressure that peace itself starts to feel unfamiliar. Calm feels strange. Unstructured time feels uncomfortable. And rest begins to feel like something that must be earned rather than something that is necessary. But rest is not a reward for reaching exhaustion. It is part of maintaining your well-being before exhaustion happens. And this is where self-trust becomes important. Because mature self-trust allows you to believe, if I slow down, everything will not fall apart. That mindset changes your relationship with work entirely. You begin understanding that your value does not disappear the moment you stop producing. You are still worthy when you are resting, still valuable when you are recovering, and still enough when you are not constantly performing. Sometimes the strongest thing a high performer can do is pause before burnout forces them to create boundaries before resentment develops, to rest before depletion becomes chronic, and to recognize that a sustainable life is more meaningful than a constantly impressive one. You do not need to destroy yourself to prove your dedication, and you do not need to earn rest through exhaustion, because real confidence is not built through constant overfunctioning. It's built through balance, through self-awareness, and through the understanding that your well-being matters too. If this spoke to you today, you're always welcome here. Inspire Beautiful. Take care, everyone, and thanks for joining me.